Here is James Cameron.
You never really get an opportunity. You take an opportunity. If you're going to do something, you have to do it all the way, and you have to just put it before all other things.
I don't know about you, but I'm having a really great time.
Oh, welcome back, everybody. Eddie Green, James Cameron 101. It's a chill episode today. We're going to be talking to somebody that I've known this guy for quite some time, going all the way back to one of his original channels on YouTube. Seth Talks Film. Was that it, Seth? You can, yeah. Seth Talks Film, and so been following him ever since. Really like what he does with what he's doing now, Slacker Media, aka Cinema Scumbags. And so figured, you know what, get him on here. First, I needed to confirm, does he actually like Cameron? Some people not too big into Cameron. And he's like, I'm down to talk some Cameron. So it's going to be a chill episode, nothing revolutionary going on here. So if that's what you came here for, you might want to find some other episode of the podcast. Just a chill, two dudes talking some Cameron. So without further ado, we'll bring him in here and then we'll get going. Seth.
What's going on, Eddie? Good to see you, my man.
Yes, sir.
Nice to be on here when I'm not in a competitive game and I can just kind of relax and not feel the stress of the game show, you know?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, usually for context, usually have Seth on Fans of Something. It's the YouTube channel. And usually I have him on some games that we do from time to time. And that's sort of what the new trajectory has been anytime I invite him on. So now there's no competition here. So
it's good, man.
I might throw some Cameron trivia at you though. So
hey, this is going to be up to you to carry this, man.
First things first, if you were to do, because you do a podcast dedicated to film in general, where you just talk about anything and everything, and you do it I always say you do it in a Howard Stern way.
Fair enough. Yeah, I like that.
But if you were to do a podcast dedicated to a filmmaker, I think I'm just going to go out on a limb here. It would be Richard Linklater 101.
You're reading my mind, man. That's it. That's what I had. That's what I was going to give you.
Yep.
Yeah, Linklater for sure. I do enjoy James Cameron. I'm kind of at the point now where I associate him with you because I feel like you're the mega fan, man. I know your passion for Cameron, and I think it's cool that you've got a podcast just dedicated to one filmmaker. I think that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, well, I mean, because I had to make sure that no one else was doing that. I didn't want to step on anyone's toes, and not surprisingly, there wasn't a dedicated podcast to James Cameron for some reason. I don't know why.
And I looked back. You have all sorts of guests. It's pretty damn cool what you're doing. So I dig it.
I appreciate it. And so, but no, like literally yesterday, I was at a bookstore just randomly going through the film books, and I came across a book, great movie directors or something like that. And I skimmed through because I'm always curious, is Cameron in here? The wasn't in there.
Yeah, that's bad.
But you know who was in there? Roger Corman.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Yeah, that's there's not a huge filmography with Jim to pick from, obviously, but I always associate him with it's quality, you don't
quality over quantity.
Exactly. And I would much rather have a guy like that, pump out art than someone doing 3 movies a year and they're half-assed. So
right. Shout out to Woody Allen 101.
That's about it. That's about right.
So, but really quickly, I do want to continue on the Richard Linklater thing, because he, is arguably your favorite filmmaker.
Yeah, I would say so.
About it.
Yeah.
If you had to, okay, so you start Richard Linklater 101. What's the first episode you think you're doing?
Now, if it was my favorite, I'm going Boyhood, but I think the one, Dazed and Confused has got to be the Richard Linklater kind of episode that would be the inaugural, get people into it. I think that's the one that, most people would associate with, I guess.
Right, right. And obviously, I think you're pretty hyped. What his new movie this year is Blue Moon.
Yeah, I like what I'm seeing. It looks kind of different for Richard. There's a Linklater. There's two different Linklaters. The one that he writes and directs is like the coming of age, and then there's like studio Linklater. So
Right.
it's kind of two different guys, and I kind of approach it that way, and you're not let down. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, we saw the trailer for it. I think it was in front of Spinal Tap too.
Interesting.
And yeah, I had no idea he had a new movie coming out this year. So
Yeah,
it
very
definitely.
under the radar. And I think you're the only person I know that has seen Spinal Tap too. I haven't heard anything about that.
Well, it was that's the AMC Stubbs A-lister in me.
That's
It's just
right.
I gotta,
Yep.
I get 4 movies a week, so I'm
Yeah.
like, whatever.
When I lived in Phoenix, I was a member of that. It's a great deal.
Oh, it's amazing. It's
Yeah.
incredible. Yeah.
That's
You know,
how you end up sitting through stuff like Spinal Tap.
yeah. And much to the chagrin of my girlfriend, I prefer 2 over 1.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I can't say I was a big fan of the original. I mean, I'm just
Me
kind of
neither.
neutral on it.
Yeah, me neither. I kind of found it to quote me, I found it a little pathetic from time to time.
Okay. Okay.
And this one even leans more into the patheticism,
Sure.
but it's funnier because they're, how like what they're 70 or whatever.
Right. Yeah, they're old men.
It's funny. So but yeah, no, Richard Linklater. And then we're gonna get into Cameron here. But I don't know if I've ever told you this. My favorite one of is me and Orson Welles.
It's interesting. I was just gonna say, we were talking about Letterboxd or whatever. You have some interesting takes. I've got to be honest. I don't follow a ton of people on Letterboxd. You have some interesting takes, and I don't. You're probably the only person who would say that their favorite Linklater is
Me and Orson Welles.
me and Orson Welles. But I dig that answer. And you know what? I love Linklater. I've never sat through that movie.
You've never sat through it?
I think that's the one I haven't seen.
Is it because of Zac Efron?
No. I just something about it doesn't really. I don't know. It's kind of like the Newton Boys. He's got that one. Some other ones that I'm like, ugh, I don't know. But if you're saying it's your favorite, man, I better get on it.
One of. I mean, it's hard to top, Before Sunrise and
Yeah.
whatnot. Like those hold a special place.
Oh,
But
for sure.
if I have to go, because the Before trilogy, he's co-writing, right?
Yeah. Yep.
I think back to your point, me and Orson Welles is literally just him directing. I don't think he has anything writing. So if
Yeah.
I have to lean into the just directing Linklater,
Sure.
I think me and Orson Welles. And
Okay.
that was thrust upon me in my high school drama class.
Okay.
When I saw that, my drama teacher showed that to us.
Interesting.
And so maybe it was at that right time kind of
Sure.
thing.
Sometimes you get a movie like that when it just hits you at the right moment. But I can honestly say that's maybe the one from him that I have never seen.
It's charming. It's charming, and the guy who plays Orson Welles is absolutely phenomenal at doing it.
Okay.
So
I owe it to myself as a fan to sit through his filmography, so I need to watch it regardless.
yeah. And I actually haven't seen every Cameron film, believe it or not.
I'm shocked by that.
I've seen all of his fictional stuff. It's the
Okay.
documentary stuff I haven't
Okay.
that I haven't really dived into. But
No, if I was a betting man, I would have said there's no way. I would have said you've seen everything that he's got his name attached to.
no, there's a couple documentaries. He did. I've seen Ghosts of the Abyss, the one where he goes to the Titanic with Bill
Yeah.
Paxton.
Sure.
I've seen that one, but then a couple of years later, he did one, Aliens of the Deep. I haven't seen
Okay.
that. It's really just the documentaries I haven't.
Okay.
I
Let me
kinda-
ask you, and I'm sure you've addressed it many times on your podcast, but what started the James Cameron thing for you?
The James Cameron obsessive to where literally everything behind me is just James Cameron.
I dig it, man. It's cool.
What the hell started it? I don't know what started it. I just know that I think because I did a Terminator podcast,
Okay, that's right.
Terminator 101.
Yeah, I remember that.
And after I finished that, after I had Michael Bean on, and I was like, I can't top Michael Bean.
That's pretty badass.
I can't top having Michael Bean on a show. So I
Yeah.
threw that to the wayside. I stopped doing it. and then I did the Fans of Something thing, and I still like doing that. But I don't know. There's something about it. I think I recognized quality over quantity,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I think I really realized going through film books, talking to people, that he's sort of, as popular as he is, he's not really regarded when you talk to people about what are your favorite filmmakers. Well, someone that you think is really good at what they, for some reason Cameron doesn't come up. I don't know
Yeah.
why. And
That's
so
a
I thought
good point.
do a podcast and get the people from the films.
Yeah.
So, I've talked to so many Cameron collaborators, and that speak highly of him. And so it's just a passion project. And really, I guess the goal of it is to kind of make it so that if someone stumbles across this who's a casual fan,
Sure.
maybe they'll I don't know, maybe they'll check out an episode or two and
Yeah.
change their opinion.
You do make a good point though about for a guy that's got a handful of the most popular films ever, he really isn't regarded when people start firing off their favorite filmmakers. I think I was even in a thing on your channel where we might have done a favorite filmmakers thing, and yeah, I mean you were probably the only one that said Cameron.
I was, and you were. Yeah, it was the Mount Rushmore
That's right. That's right.
live stream, and I had what, 6, 7, 8 guests on,
Yeah, and nobody
and
said him.
nobody said Cameron until me.
Yeah, that's right.
You
It's a
know,
good
y-
point.
you'll always hear Spielberg, you'll always hear Hitchcock, you'll always
Kubrick.
hear Kubrick. Yeah. So I think once I'm done with Cameron 101, I'm gonna start M. Night Shyamalan 101.
There you go.
So, because again, he's someone you don't hear too much about.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
what is so when I asked you, hey, do you want to come on and talk Cameron? You were, you got back pretty quickly. You were like, yeah, I'll do it. Was there
Yeah, yeah.
any hesitation? Was there any kind of
My only hesitation was I'm a fan of the guy. Not a mega fan. I certainly, wouldn't call myself an enthusiast. So
right?
I guess on my end, just worrying I wouldn't have enough to talk about. But with you, I think we're good, man. You've got it all covered. I'm
Okay.
just gonna riff off you.
Yeah, no, it's casual. So first things first, what is your earliest memory of seeing a Cameron film?
I was a latecomer to Titanic or to Terminator, so I think my first kind of realization as James Cameron was kind of the Titanic hype in 97, 98, all that.
Okay.
That's kind of when I remember it really becoming a thing where, okay, James Cameron, that's kind of when I associated what he does as a filmmaker. And of course I was a little kid then, so that's just kind of my first memory. But it was as an adult where I kind of went back and discovered Terminator, and I almost kind of appreciate the fact that I experienced like Terminator 2 as an adult and I didn't watch it when I was a kid.
Right. Right. Have you ever seen Piranha 2?
I have not.
Yeah, you know what? It's if you've seen Piranha from Joe Dante, going
Sure.
into Piranha 2 is definitely, most would say, a step down, but I actually prefer Piranha 2, putting aside the Cameron association.
Okay, sure.
It could, just because it leans into more of the absurdism of now
Yeah.
they're flying around.
To me, it sounds fun. I'd probably have a good time with that.
Yeah, it's pretty wild, and it's, I don't know, it's definitely a guilty pleasure on
Of
my end.
course. And you mentioned Howard Stern earlier. I always think back to that James Cameron interview on Stern where
Yes.
he what did he reveal that he no financial gain from Titanic or anything like that?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I because the Stern kind of is sort of like blown away by that, right? In that interview.
From what I remember, yeah, because I mean, you think Titanic, you think the guy's set for life.
Yeah. Now, I think diving into that specific statement, he didn't make money making the movie. He has to make residuals off that movie.
Yeah,
He has to.
of course, something.
Like, there's no way he's not getting every time they re-release that movie.
Yeah. At this point now, from when that interview aired, there's been a ton of opportunities to cash in. So,
but no, like that's sort of what he did. And back to, I don't know if you're familiar with this, but M. Night Shyamalan, starting with The Visit, he's always said that he has self-funded his movies going forward.
Sure.
he puts money into the movies. So I think now with Avatar, Cameron is getting all the Disney money, but I think I think that was sort of his way of putting money into it by not taking a paycheck up
Right.
front.
And yeah, I just remember that being definitely a memorable Stern interview, because just like you said, because of the reaction when you say you're not making any money from Titanic, it's like, whoa, collective gasp.
Right. Yeah. And I think that was the only time. I think that was the only time he was on Stern.
Yeah, I believe so. He was
Which is
probably, yeah,
kind
that's
of
enough of that.
Yeah, which is kind of crazy. Like maybe afterwards he was like, "All right, one and done, one and
So
done."
what do you how do you feel about Avatar? You a big Avatar guy?
I I am. It's actually well, I have a movie palette thing right here. I don't know.
Okay, I
Uh,
see that. Yeah.
yeah, that's Avatar right there.
Okay. Okay.
And then the one above it is Titanic, and then the one above that is Terminator.
Did they reach
So
out to you and ask you to review those?
no.
Nice.
I just like how they look. When you
Nice.
line them up. I'm sure you've heard this news. This book right here, Ghosts of Hiroshima.
Yeah.
He bought the rights to that, and he's going to be adapting that. I think after Avatar 4 is completed,
Okay. Okay, cool.
he's aiming
Oh.
at making a movie about Hiroshima.
Yeah, how old of a guy is he?
He just turned 71.
Okay. We're at the point now and not just him, but these guys in general, that, you think of them being like immortal, and then you realize 70, 75, 80.
Yep.
Man,
Yeah.
slow down.
Yeah, it's scary. And that was my issue with it. It was sort of like, wow, is this all we're going to get? Like just until he
Right.
dies, we're just going to get Avatar.
I mean, come
And
on.
so thankfully he's going to be giving us apparently his Oppenheimer. So
Cool.
that's gonna be
I
cool.
I dig the continuing to work, even in your, continuing with your passion of filmmaking. Those guys him and a lot of other guys could just go off into the sunset and be done with it.
Totally. And yeah, he actually he lives in New Zealand. I don't know. Did you know that?
I didn't know that. No.
He's what the hell do they call those people over there? A Kiwi.
Really?
They're called Kiwis over there.
I had no clue he was living over there.
Yep. He just I think he just secured his residence. So
Okay, cool.
like he's an official resident of New Zealand. So he's sort of like what,
Shire.
Peter Jackson.
Yeah. Yeah. Lord of the
So,
Rings vibes.
yeah. But no, it's interesting because like you said, 70, 71. Now,
Yeah.
what? Like Spielberg he's got to be
Old.
old.
Yeah. I mean,
Richard Linklater, how old's that guy?
gotta be pushing 60 something. Gotta be
60?
close. Yeah. Gotta be close. Scorsese, how old's he? 85? Man.
Who are like the upcoming directors that you're? And by the way, everyone watching this is going to be, we'll always come back to Cameron, but rest assured, we're going to go off and talk about other things. What is sort of like the upcoming directors you think that are going to have some lasting stay?
I always think Robert Eggers right off the bat.
Okay.
Horror, I guess, but I wasn't a huge fan of Nosferatu, but I see him as like, a big time player moving forward. I think that guy that did Weapons, was Zach Kreger.
Zach
Yeah,
Kreger, yep.
I think he's a guy to look out for. How about you? Who are the guys you're watching?
I was just watching. They did the Venice Film Festival for the Smashing Machine. So the Safdies.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Safdies.
I think the Safdies are sort of, now that they're split off.
Yeah.
You got Josh over here, Benny over here doing their two separate things, and
Yeah.
I'm sure at some point down the road they're gonna come back for a reunion
Sure.
film. And
Yeah, I'm interested in that one. Definitely.
yeah, looks good. So I think there's someone to keep an eye out for. And then I always like this conversation because we've literally all we've named are dudes. Are there any chicks that you think are like did you see what the
Who's
hell
the
is it
chick
called?
that did The Substance? That was good.
Oh, I didn't even know that was. I thought that
Yeah.
was okay.
Yeah. There's
I don't know
others.
I don't know her name.
I'm just trying to think off the top of my head. Hey, my favorite movie is directed by Penny Marshall. She's a woman.
There you go. Big. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Big. There we go. Well, she's dead though, isn't she?
She was a woman. She was a woman.
So she doesn't have much lasting power.
Yeah. Thanks for the work, Penny. We appreciate it.
Yeah. Ava DuVernay.
Who was that?
Who is that? Did you see? Came out I think 2 years ago. It's called Origin.
No.
No. Okay.
No.
It had John Bernthal in it, and
Okay.
it was pretty good. It was about racism.
Okay.
So
Now, I've got to admit, in terms, I just kind of out of the loop with new stuff. I almost sound like an old man. I just feel like I don't get out and watch a whole lot of newer, current stuff, or stuff
right.
just kind of slips past me like that. I never even heard of it.
Yeah. And then of course the Cameron connection, Catherine Bigelow.
Okay.
Dude was married to her.
That is a connection.
Did you ever at Universal there was T2 3D? Did you ever go to that?
I didn't, but I was going to bring that up to you because I saw you reviewed it on Letterboxd, and I know you're the mega fan of that. I've never
Yeah.
heard anyone hype that up except for you, but I never got to experience it. Now I want to. I wish I could have sat through it.
For some reason, Letterboxd, fun fact, that thing. Well, that's why it's in my favorites because for some reason, that movie comes and goes off of Letterboxd.
Weird. I've noticed that with a few things on there,
and I think it's because they're constantly battling. Is it really a movie or is it really just a theme park attraction?
That should be on there.
Yeah. But then you look at the stuff that is on Letterboxd.
Yeah, there's music videos on there.
And there's like making of things, and it's like, what the hell?
Yeah. So
it's like, this is actually a really directed thing that Cameron did.
What is that about? 20, 25 minutes?
No, not even. It's it starts out as a traditional theme park show.
Right.
And then after all the action happens, the people that look like the T-800, Sarah Connor and everything, they go into the screen. And that's when it transitions to I think it's like 16 minutes long.
Yeah, it's badass, man. See, I always remember being a kid and I would see like, commercials for Universal or whatever. And I just kind of always saw that through a, commercial or a promo or something. I always thought it looked cool though.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. And it's unfortunate it's not there anymore. But it lives on. It's on YouTube.
Yeah. What is in the Terminator 2's place at Universal?
So at Universal Florida, it is actually pretty good. It's the Bourne Stuntacular. It's a stunt show based on the Jason Bourne franchise.
Okay.
And then in Hollywood, it got taken out by the Minions.
Ugh.
Yeah, that one.
That was not a good swap.
Sit too well. And then there was actually one in Japan at Universal Japan, and that closed because of COVID.
So if I sat down and watched that 15-minute thing now, how would somebody react to it if you were watching it without being on the ride and just a standalone thing?
Just a standalone thing, it's going to be a little weird because it just sort of it's like in the middle of something.
Right.
You have to see, and there's a bunch of videos of people that just film the whole thing.
Yeah.
So you would have to see the whole thing to understand it. And
okay, I gotcha.
It's a great concept. It's a mini sequel to T2.
Yeah,
and it's basically it's basically we thought we stopped it. It's starting up again, kind of deal,
Okay,
cool. But that was before T3, so that was before the franchise just kept repeating. We thought we stopped it. We thought we stopped it.
Yeah, that timeline is like like Halloween. It's just it doesn't make sense. It's like choose your own adventure.
It is. It is. What are your thoughts on the sequels? Where do you stand? Where do you stand on them?
I've seen every single one of them.
Oof.
Did go see what was the last one they did with Linda? Was that Dark Fate?
Dark Fate, yeah.
Woof. I would probably rather watch that Universal Studios sequel than little snippet they did at the beginning of that movie with the CGI and the furlong and all that. Yikes. Not a big fan of those. 1 and 2, obviously, and 3 I can enjoy for what it is, but to me, I kind of stop it there. That's it.
Yeah, 3 is the one because I'm sure have you followed Furlong's career?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, I kind of know his trajectory. Yeah.
I don't know if you've watched any recent interviews he's done, but
no,
for some
I know
reason,
he does the convention circuit. Yeah.
Yeah, for some reason, he's constantly bringing this up about how he was gonna do T3.
Really?
And then he OD'd
Yeah, that'll lose you your job, man.
And then basically the people associated to Terminator 3 found out that he was back to doing drugs, and then that's when they brought in Nick Stahl.
Yeah, see, and I didn't know any of that. I mean, I always kind of enjoyed that movie for what it is, but no, I didn't have any clue that, Furlong was supposedly close to coming back. I was like the Terminator chick in that movie. Whew.
Ooh, Kristana Loken. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. But yeah, like it just like every time I watch it, I'm always wondering, I
Yeah,
don't know
what
that
if?
it wouldn't have made it a better film. It just would have made it a cooler thing to see a
Yeah,
slightly older Edward Furlong back with Arnold. You know what I mean?
yeah. I definitely think that would have had more of an impact, just seeing him in there in the third one. But that movie's okay. I don't know. I can't even remember what's Genesis? Is that one of the newer ones?
Oh,
I've
Genesis
seen
is the
all these.
worst.
Yeah, I saw that in the theater too. That's I don't know why. I don't know what I was thinking, but
That's the one with Amelia Clark.
yeah, it was awful. It was awful, dude. I'm like, what is happening here?
Yeah. Yeah. And then of course there's the black sheep of the family is Salvation.
What are your thoughts on that?
I dig it for the
Okay.
most part. It's a shame that it really never, because after that one is when we got Genesis, so that's when
Right.
they rebooted the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's a shame that they never really continued on with that because I think it has a lot of promise when you
Yeah.
watch that movie, the Sarah Connor Chronicles.
Haven't seen that. What do you think about that? You fan of
Oh
that?
no, no, I haven't seen it
No?
either.
Really?
Yeah, it's
No, I
sort of
thought for sure you would have said you've seen every episode multiple times.
no. It's sort of I can't think of an example, but it's oh no like when they did that with the Purge movies.
Okay.
When
Right.
you take a hard R franchise and you
Yeah.
translate it to cable,
Yeah.
to me like you're just watering it down so much.
I agree with that. I mean, just in theory, just the concept of it doesn't even sound intriguing, and that's probably why, it's taking that movie and then, "Oh, let's, dumb it down for cable."
But I assume you have Netflix.
I do.
Right here, it's a cutoff poster. My camera doesn't show it the whole thing. Terminator Zero
What is
came
that,
out
animated?
came out last year. It's an anime.
Okay.
It's from Mattson Tomlin. He
Okay.
I forget what he did, like what his what his rise to prominence was, but it's a one season thing. I don't think they're going to continue on with it.
I like that.
It's the one season, and that is the best thing in the franchise since T2 3D.
Okay.
It's absolutely incredible, and they have Rosario Dawson is one of the
Okay.
voice casts on there, and
That's cool.
yeah,
That's
it's
quite the endorsement, coming from you. Where is that on the timeline?
that's the thing. It has nothing to do with Sarah or John.
And that's good, I think, because it's, good things have to come to an end.
Yeah, and
You know, I mean,
I thought I was gonna have a big problem with it being like this manga anime
sure.
Japanese thing. I was gonna
Nothing.
no,
No issue.
nope,
Cool.
nope.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. Again, something else I didn't even know about. But I like that. I like the idea of just a one season kind of a one off and not
Yeah,
related to the stuff that we've just seen over and over again.
yeah. One of the other cast members, Timothy Oliphant,
Okay. Cool. Cool.
he's in there.
Nice.
So it's good. So that's definitely when talking about Terminator, because Cameron is supposedly writing a new Terminator film now.
I was just reading that just the other day. Just like the other day, said something where he was having trouble coming going on it. Yeah, no shit.
No shit, Sherlock. It's just like I don't know why he's writing a new one. It doesn't make sense coming
Yeah,
off of Dark Fate and
right.
how that didn't do anything for anyone really.
You
It
you would have to think he realizes that. I mean, like, I don't know. Sometimes you just wish you could kind of jump into their head and think, what is he thinking?
what
Like,
what
he's got to know that people are kind of exhausted with the Terminator.
right. And he's not doing it for financial gain.
Right.
The guy doesn't need any more money.
I mean, maybe he really is passionate about it.
That's what I'm saying. It's weird. I mean, he is really heavily involved in all this Meta, Facebook, all this stuff. Like
Yeah.
he's like heavily endorsing this. Like literally, they just released a show on Adam Savage's channel of him endorsing these like Meta Ray-Ban
Oh,
glasses.
shit. That's wild.
and they released into like a Fire and Ash clip to promote it.
Okay.
So he's diving into that, and he's
Yeah.
got the Hiroshima thing. So honestly, I don't know what he's doing with this
This is
Terminator
what I
thing.
mean. Like a 70-something-year-old guy, dude, just chill at night, man. Like
Yeah.
he's had a long day working on this other shit, and then he sits down. He's like, "Oh man, I gotta write the next Terminator." Relax, bro. You're good, man.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah, it is.
It's wild. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I always have hope. That's the sad part. I always have hope. Like I was super
Me too.
hyped when Dark Fate was announced. I was,
Me too.
oh my god, they got Linda coming back.
Yeah, I was there
Arnold's
day one,
back.
man.
I mean,
Yeah,
and then it's
so disappointing.
it's so meh.
It is,
It's not
and I
even.
mean, on paper, you're right. It sounded awesome. I was like you. I mean, I was there day one. My God, Linda's back, and got him attached to it. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I remember
Someday I'll
'cause
learn.
that was when I was doing the Terminator podcast. So I actually had people that I actually had Billy Ray, not Cyrus, but Billy Ray. He's a co-writer on Dark Fate.
Wow.
And so I reached out to him. He came on the show and he was like, "Oh, you're gonna love the," like, of course, like hyping the movie up,
Oh,
right?
really? This was before it came out.
Yeah.
Man.
But I talked to people that were acting in that film, and everybody was saying that Cameron never came on set.
Yeah.
He
I
was
mean,
never on set.
and I'm not surprised by that. That's kind of how I would have imagined it being,
Yeah. Whereas you look at something like Alita Battle Angel,
Yeah.
he was actually heavily involved in that film, and
Yeah.
for all intents and purposes, that's actually a pretty good movie.
Sure. And I've always kind of been interested in that. I haven't seen it yet, but I always thought that with the recent Terminator. Like I couldn't imagine him sitting there frequently coming to the set and being heavily involved. I mean, it's just there's no way.
Nah. But so okay, so you haven't seen Battle Angel.
I haven't. No.
Are you a big Rodriguez fan?
Like him. I like
Yeah.
him. Yeah. Spy Kids is great.
See, now if I would assume, I'm not big into Robert Rodriguez. I would assume if there's like a diehard fan out there, it's sort of similar to your Richard Linklater theory of
Yeah. Yeah.
you have the indie kind of Robert Rodriguez, and then you
Great
have
point.
the super studio
Yep. Great
Robert
point.
Rodriguez.
It's almost like two different directors,
Yeah. And it's I saw it once only because Cameron was attached to it. If Cameron wasn't attached to it,
You wouldn't have bothered.
I would not have checked that movie out. And I don't remember much about it. I know Christoph Waltz is really good in it.
But it was okay.
But I know there's a diehard fan base out there for that movie that literally just that's all they ask for. Where's the sequel? Where's the sequel? Where's the sequel?
Really? That's a thing? There's like a community of those people?
That's a big community of where's the Alita Battle Angel sequel?
Man, I'm so out of touch.
Where is it? But okay, so what? We've touched on Piranha a little bit, Terminator a lot, Titanic a little bit, Avatar a little bit. Aliens, where do you stand on Aliens?
Just like with, Terminator. Love the first one, love the second one.
That's
and
it.
I'm kind of okay there, I'm kind of good with it.
3, 4, you don't care?
I think I sat through 3. That's the one Fincher did, right?
That's
Yeah,
Fincher. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, like they're fine, and I know people love Prometheus and all that, but I don't know. I mean, I was never like super. I didn't really find Aliens to be like, or Alien to be like a scary franchise. That's why I like the second one. It's more like a badass action movie.
Right. And
But
then
even watching that first Alien, I don't think it's like particularly like so scary.
yeah. And then of course you have all the newer ones. You have
That's another
Prometheus,
timeline.
Covenant, and then you have Romulus.
Couldn't keep up, man. I don't know what's going on there. And they do that's like animated now too, isn't it?
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Sure. And now we got the Alien Earth. That's the newest thing.
Man, can't keep up.
But see, that's what I love about you is you are, if you were a filmmaker, I actually think, and it just kind of makes sense why Linklater is your favorite. Outside of the Before trilogy, the guy doesn't do sequels.
He doesn't. No.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, and really, he's like the prime person to do that because time is like the main character in most of his really good stuff, you know?
Right.
So you're right. Aside from before, which is very structured, no, he doesn't just do like a, Dazed and Confused 2 or something lame like that.
Which I always thought when I saw the Blu-ray, what the hell is that one called? Everybody Wants Some, or
Yeah,
what
that's
the
like
hell
a
is that called?
spiritual successor to Dazed and Confused, they
Is
call
that
it.
what it's called? Everybody Wants Some?
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, like when I saw that, I was like, is this has to be connected to something in
Yeah,
his canon.
and unfortunately, I didn't like that one as much as I would have hoped. Like, I wanted to love that so bad because it's like prime Linklater. Everything just lined up perfectly. But it's definitely got the Dazed and Confused vibe, and I think he even refers to it as that like a spiritual successor or sequel.
Yeah. And you're a big advocate. I know listening to your stuff, you're a big advocate for manhood.
Dude, I'm convinced it's already happened and it's about done. All right. I don't know if I'd call it manhood, but I think we could come up with some sort of title for it, but I'm convinced. That's my I'm like dying on that theory, man. I'm going with it. He's
So
making it.
you would rather a sequel to Boyhood than a fourth before film.
Yes, I thought the way Before Midnight ended was fine. It's great. It's perfect. What else do we have to see? I don't need to see them as grandparents. I don't need to see them in their, fine. Great trilogy, great ending, but no, it's good.
Yeah. Manhood.
That being said, though, if he made a fourth one, I'd be there day one. So
Of course. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
I'm always like I always think about that though. That would just that would really render that Criterion release obsolete.
it would. I know that would just be bugging me, man. You got the box set, and then there's another one floating around out there.
And then what, 15 years from now they would release the
They do
Before
it again.
quadrilogy.
Yep, on 8K.
The Before quadrilogy.
Yep.
Damn it.
Before
Damn it,
Midnight's
man.
awesome, though. I think that was a great ending to that.
Yeah. Yeah. And then
So, are you a big Titanic fan?
that's my favorite. Yeah, that's my
Okay.
that is my I think that's his when when Cameron dies, that's gonna be what you see on the news all over. Titanic director.
For sure.
You know,
Yeah, I could see that. They'll be playing clips from Titanic, definitely.
100%. They'll play. Well, it's like I say, when Arnold dies, all you're gonna see is this.
That's right.
So when Cameron dies, it's just going to be, like a super cut of all his stuff. But I think there's going to be a real focus on Titanic director dies.
Right. Yeah, I can
So
see that. I can see that definitely.
that's his magnum opus. And I think that's his best film that
And you even have the 2 VHS set that's in every Goodwill across America.
well, I have,
What is that, like a 4 VHS set?
what do I got here? This is like a Japanese
Oh
one.
my God, man. Nice. Got some imports.
There's a really weird one. Where is it? This is a really weird one. It's called Descriptive Theater Vision. And if you look at that, it's described by James Cameron and Angie Dickinson. So basically, what that means, I haven't opened it, but what that means is when you pop it in, you don't hear the movie. All you hear is James Cameron telling you what's happening in the movie.
Have you seen clips of that anywhere? Does that exist anywhere?
There is there's a guy I had on the show who has the world record for the most copies of Titanic on VHS.
I've seen his Instagram, man.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
I had him on the show because I wanted to dive into his brain a little bit. I wanted to be like, what the hell are you doing?
What'd you find out?
Well, I didn't find out much, but I did find out that he has he has this, and he did open it up and he popped it in, and he has a couple little snippets of what it's like. It's wild. It's wild.
Weird.
It's literally it's a monotone James Cameron.
Yeah.
Like super monotone, like no emotion whatsoever, just going. And now Jack is running down the.
And it's not like it's a 10-minute thing either. That's what
These ones you don't see in Goodwill.
I was gonna say I didn't even know that existed, man. But
Descriptive Theater Vision is what it's called.
I have seen that fellow with the Titanic collection.
Yeah, that dude is wild.
Pretty incredible.
That dude is wild. But before we did, before I had had him officially come on, I was like, are you gonna, when you do the show, are you gonna always talk the way you talk in your videos? You know, Titanic on
Yeah.
VHS. or are you like, do you talk normal?
Yeah,
And he's
these are
like,
not 10-second clips, you know?
right. He's like, no, don't worry. I'm not going to do the whole shtick the whole time.
That's good.
So,
That's funny, man. I gotta go back and find that. So
so
what do you classify Titanic as? Is that like, is it a like a disaster film? Is it a romance film? Is it
uh,
everything in, you know, 'cause I I'm with you on Titanic. I love Terminator. Love Terminator.
yeah,
T2 is amazing. I think Titanic, though, is one of the best films I've ever seen, ever. So, you
yeah,
know.
yeah. I think I think it falls into the line of epic is what I
Yeah,
would put it under. I
sure.
would put it under, like, if I had to create my own video store and all the genres and everything, I would put
Yeah.
Titanic in the epic section
Okay, fair enough, yeah. And I always think,
alongside.
like, you know, if someone were to ask me, like, "What's your favorite, like, romance movie?" or something, like, I automatically think of Titanic, you know?
You
So
think of Titanic, you think of the before films.
sure,
I think
sure.
those are some of the best romance films.
Yeah, that's like, I
Um,
don't know, Titanic is like, I always thought of it as being like not only the best badass epic disaster film, but it's also like one of the premier, you know, romantic things if you're into that.
yeah, 100%. And it's such a shame that anytime they do a re-release of this film, you'll always see Winslet there. You never see DiCaprio there.
Dude, that's crazy. Come on, man.
I
Hey,
really, and it bugs me, and I've talked to people, like, that worked on the film, and I'm like, "Why do you think DiCaprio is kind of really distancing himself from
yeah,
Titanic?" And sort of the consensus is he just wants to he appreciates that film, but he kind of wants to be remembered
sure.
for other things.
Maybe in his head he's thinking, yeah, I was just a young guy when I made that. I want you to remember, you know, the Wolf of Wall Street or whatever. But
Right.
man, I think of Titanic. I think of Gilbert Grape, but
Oh, cool.
holy
Yeah,
shit.
that's his best performance,
I'm with you there, my man.
in my
With you there.
opinion,
Yep.
is when he played Arnie.
Not my favorite movie he's been in, but his best performance, I agree.
His best performance. Now, my favorite DiCaprio, I don't think it's Titanic. I don't think it's Titanic.
It's The Beach.
The Beach. I'm trying to think of what he's done outside of, honestly, I think it is Gilbert Grape. I think Gilbert Grape's my favorite DiCaprio.
It's a hell of a movie. I mean, I'm with you. There would be a toss up between that and Titanic. I love both of those movies, so I'm with you.
Yeah.
Are you into Inception and the Chris Nolan stuff, or
No. See, so like anytime on Facebook, there's all, like, I follow this guy that does, he like makes these collages of 4 movies, and you have to, like, vote, one has to go kind of
sure?
deal. Anytime, because this always pops up, he'll always put 4 DiCaprio films in there. If Inception's in there, I vote Inception out immediately.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Yeah.
Couldn't agree
I'm
more, man.
I'm not on, I've never really been a big Nolan guy personally. I think
Can't
his
say that out
earlier,
loud.
yeah, personally, I think his earlier stuff is better than his later stuff.
I love
Uh,
Insomnia with Robin Williams. Seen that one?
incredible.
Yeah,
Incredible. It's
and
either that or The Prestige is my
yeah,
favorite.
I'm with you there. I've never really got on board with the new Nolan stuff that people seem to love, but you know, whatever.
Nah. And then, of course, DiCaprio wins for The Revenant, right?
Yeah,
That's his big Oscar thing. I saw that movie once. I really don't remember much about it outside of the bear thing.
yeah, good film. It felt like a charity Oscar win. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah,
I remember Wolf of Wall Street way
right,
more than I remember The Revenant.
right. Yeah, I'm with you. Like The Revenant was good. It's enjoyable, but you almost think like at that point they're like, okay, he's deserved it at this point, and we just got to give it to him now. You know?
But really, you know what I think is a movie that isn't talked about a lot when it comes to DiCaprio is Don't Look Up.
I haven't seen that one.
That's a Netflix movie. It's from
Okay.
Adam McKay.
Yeah, I know about it.
Literally, we're about to be obliterated Armageddon style. And DiCaprio and Jennifer Lawrence are these scientists trying to convince everybody that this is actually going to happen. and nobody cares to listen or believe
Okay.
them.
Yeah. See, I need to watch that.
Culminating in, I think, arguably DiCaprio's best unhinged meltdown
Really?
that he's ever given, because that's sort of his thing, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He's always melting down in every movie, kind of
Yeah.
deal. That's his best meltdown.
See, I'd almost like be intrigued to watch it just for that, for the way you're describing it,
Yeah.
just to see that kind of culmination of the Leo meltdown,
God. And he's a little chunkier. He he gained weight for that film. He's got he's not incredibly handsome looking the way
Yeah.
he normally is.
Well, I've heard nothing but rave reviews for that new one he's got coming out with PTA.
Yeah, one battle
Yeah.
after another.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard
Yep.
great things. So, and I'm like I said, I'm kind of out of touch with a lot of the new stuff, but I know when people are hyping things up.
Yep. I got tickets to that. So
Nice.
my girlfriend was like, "Really? Really? You want to go see that one?" I'm like, It's a DiCaprio film. I want to go see a DiCaprio film.
Yeah, for sure. How's everything going for you guys with your move? You doing good?
Yeah. This
Okay,
was a
good.
bitch to move.
Dude, I'm right. I've been through it, man. I've been through it.
Yeah, because you've downsized though, right? You had a
I
way bigger collection.
I did, yeah, and I've sold a lot. I had things in storage for 5 years when I lived across the country. So yeah, it's I love physical media, but when it comes time to move, it's a it's a bitch, man.
Yeah, it's wild. So is what's behind you all you have for your collection?
Yeah, those are all my movies. I just kind of
Okay.
got all my 4K and Blu-ray kind of mixed together.
No, but I like it. It's quite literally like a
Thanks.
movie room. It's quite
Yeah,
literally a movie room.
I just got this couch the other day. That was my big purchase, so I had to upgrade the seating.
Yeah. And then of course, I know you're a big Castaway fan. Love Castaway. I don't know what's I can't tell what's right next to Castaway.
It is Boyhood.
Oh, okay, perfect.
And look, I love Castaway, love Tom Hanks. That is a terrible poster, though. It's just a big picture of Tom Hanks' face up close. That's coming down soon. I need to replace it.
So you would go with sort of like the alternative slipcover artwork of just
Yeah.
Wilson? Of
Yes,
Wilson?
that would be better. I mean, it's like they literally just took it up close of his face, and that's the poster. It's really bad, really bad.
Yeah. Do you ever are you a patron on Letterboxd?
I'm not. No, are you? I
I
was a
am.
pro. I was a pro member for a while, but I mean, I know you get the lists and all that. It'd be cool to just kind of, contribute to them because I use Letterbox all the time.
I personally only subscribe to it because you can change the poster all the
Yeah,
time, right?
yeah.
That's sort of
That's
why that's sort
that's
of how
almost
they
worth
sold
it.
me. Yeah, like that's sort of how they sold me.
Yeah.
But the sad part is with Castaway, I don't think there's really many alternatives that you can choose from.
It would have to be Wilson. I was gonna say I don't know what else they could do, but yeah, I've been thinking about that a lot lately. That one's just kind of it needs to come down.
Come down.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It's definitely Titanic. So every new guest on the podcast gets the same question. What is your all-time favorite James Cameron film? Before we wrap up here, we're approaching
Okay.
an hour. I think that's
Sure.
a good place to keep it. So what is the number one? Every other one has to vanish. You can only keep one.
If I could only watch one, it would be Titanic because going back to what we said, I think it captures multiple genres. And if I was stranded somewhere with only one movie, man, that would kind of scratch multiple itches. I got the disaster, I got the drama, the romance, whatever. So I'm
Right.
going Titanic for sure.
Right. You also got you get that lovely scene with Kate Winslet.
Of course.
So
Man,
you're covered.
used to go to my cousin's house and tell him to pop that VHS in. That was dude.
Yep. Cameron had to have known that he was scratching onto an R
Yeah,
with
for
that
sure.
scene. And by literally hiding one boob,
Yep.
he secured a PG-13.
What a strategy, man. What a strategy.
It's wild, like when you
Yeah.
really stop and think about it, because
When I think of like scenes though, when I was a young man or a young kid, that's an impactful scene as a young man for sure.
it's formative. It's
Yeah.
formative.
That's the word, formative.
because most parents look at, oh, it's PG-13. It's gonna be like there's gonna be some swearing, maybe a little
Yeah.
violence. Go ahead, watch it.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
You're not
had it been
expecting
R, you know, God,
Oh man.
it's absolutely brilliant when you watch that scene and like the placement of Jack's portfolio thing. And everything.
Next time now I'm going to be evaluating how it's, how he managed to kind of skirt by the rating.
He had to have known like that might have been like one of the first things he brought up at the meetings, sort of
Awesome.
like we're gonna do this nude scene, obviously for financial gain, for to make sure everybody can see this movie. We want to make this a PG-13 movie, so we gotta
Executed flawlessly.
work out. But that's always boggled my mind that wow, that's a PG-13 movie, and it kind of really feels
It does.
pretty
I mean,
R-rated.
yeah, even if you took out that part, I mean, just kind of the disaster aspect of it was pretty unsettling when I was 8, 9 years old watching that, shit.
Yeah. And then, of course, you have probably his most underrated films, The Abyss and True Lies. We haven't talked about them at all. What are your thoughts on those?
Seen them both once or twice, not familiar enough where I could even kind of riff on them. So how about you?
See
Yeah.
but that's the thing. It's like and I'm really curious why that is. Those are the ones that people
Yeah.
are really unfamiliar with.
So do you think The Abyss is like fantastic?
The Abyss is incredible. They released that a couple years ago
Okay.
in prep for the new 4Ks that were
Okay.
coming out.
And I really don't know what the reason is that people kind of like that I would skip over The Abyss, but you're right. That is kind of the one that it's not talked about. I don't even have a reason for it.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a super claustrophobic film.
I always thought it looked cool.
Very intense. A lot of what you see in The Abyss, you're like, oh, okay, so this is just sort of him prepping for Titanic.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's cool.
Fucking Ed Harris is Jesus, so good. And then you got Mary Elizabeth. I forget her last name, Mastrono.
You're
Mary
selling me.
Elizabeth
You're
Mastrono.
selling me on it.
And then, of course, True Lies. That's sort of the
that's
again the weird one.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, I'm not like familiar enough with it where I could have a big discussion back and forth. I remember seeing it. It was good. I liked it. It's probably one that there's a handful of movies like that I need to revisit. Now that I'm in my 30s, they hit differently.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. That's one I'm like, because my girlfriend hasn't seen it. I want to wait for them to put it in theaters, but I'm like in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, I don't think they're gonna really ever push that into a theater. For some reason, it
I
just
don't know
doesn't.
about that. What do you have behind there? Is that the CD soundtrack or what?
That one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the.
Nice.
I found that at like a vinyl store for a couple bucks, and
nice. I like it, man. You got a good little setup going on there.
Yeah, it's literally just like quite literally. And then this is probably. I gotta show you.
It's the Cameron corner.
It's the Cameron corner.
Oh, dude. It's freaking awesome.
It's quite literally if someone walked into my room, they would question my sanity, I think.
Where do you buy that? That's got to be like an Etsy thing or something.
God damn, you know me too. Yeah, Etsy. Yep.
I was gonna say, there's no way that's officially licensed, but it's freaking awesome, man. I love it.
Yeah. Because like I was thinking, like I need a center thing, and I was like,
that's good.
And there's a guy that just does that. Like you can send him whoever you want, Richard Linklater, and he's gonna make him look like a Greek statue.
I mean, that's a perfect piece for what you got going on there. I still got the T2 Endo skull. I'm still rocking it on my shelf. He's old. It's one of the first Blu-rays I ever got, man.
So that is actually the newest thing. It's right down here that I haven't unboxed yet. But that was always a blind spot in my.
You have that set?
I just got it from eBay.
Really?
I paid way too much for it. You probably paid retail.
I mean, I remember back in the day thinking, shit, I was kind of stupid for buying it then. I don't even want to know what you paid, man.
Yeah.
But you got it.
But I got it because it was always that like I need that in my collection.
It's just something that's always kind of evaded you. I know what you mean.
Yeah. So I was like, whatever, I'll bite the bullet on this one thing.
Will you be keeping it in the box?
Yeah, well, because I made sure when I bought it because when you go on eBay and type in that exact item, it's going to come up with a few different people selling it.
Yeah.
and they're just selling what you have.
Yeah.
I'm
You
like,
got the whole package. Yeah.
I want the whole thing. And the dude sent it in the box that it came in where it says do not open before street date
Oh, okay.
2009 or
Yeah,
whatever.
that's pretty legit. So you're getting it right from the source and it's
Yeah.
been taken well care of,
Yeah. So that was, but then of course I had a few years ago, do you remember they released for the 4K of T2, they released the Endo arm.
Yes, and I wish I would have got that, and I didn't.
So I picked that up, had it in the collection for years, and then when we were moving from Florida to Georgia, we needed some moving funds, and I auctioned it off and got rid of it, and that's always kind of killed me that I got rid of that. So this was sort of making up for it.
Yeah, material items you can always require them at some point. You can get them back, but that's cool. You were able to find that freaking Endo Skull Blu-ray in the box after that long. It's kind of going back a little bit now.
Yeah, because it has the Skynet edition, right? Like
it does.
The T2 Skynet edition.
There's like a DVD set with it too that I've never opened up. I still got that, but I definitely don't have the box. So you get the nice full collection.
Now you're a physical media guy. Did you pick up any of the? Have you picked up any of the Cameron 4Ks?
I've got Terminator. I think that's it. I've got Titanic too. Yeah, I've got Titanic. So I've got a couple of them. Yeah.
Are you because
I
don't have
like day one buys, like when Titanic dropped, that was like a day one buy.
Right. I don't have a 4K player. They were just merely to acquire.
Oh, sure. Why not?
Like the newest one.
Yeah.
So I've actually never popped them in and agreed or disagreed with the criticisms of the transfers. Have you popped them in?
What is the criticism?
The criticism is sort of like what happened with the T2 thing. It's just it's too glossy looking, and it's.
I remember the T2 took some shit, and now you could get it for like real cheap. They sell it for like $7 sometimes.
Yeah.
But how, do you consider yourself like a video file, an audio file? Are you like really into picture quality and stuff?
No, because I follow. I forget his real name. I've had him once, but his name on YouTube is Damn Fool Idealistic Crusader. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Maybe if I saw him, but
literally this guy would make you think you don't know anything about anything, because the way he talks about the specs and it's just like, dude, I don't even know what it means.
I mean, maybe if I had $50,000 worth of equipment to watch it on, an OLED TV, that I paid good money for it. I got the player, but you can see, like, when you put in a nice 4K, yeah, you can see, oh man, that looks good. But I don't know, like when people get into the criticism of, sometimes I feel like I could put a Blu-ray and a 4K by each other. I wouldn't be able to tell the difference,
Correct. Yeah, you probably wouldn't.
Yeah. And there's some of them though that you can. The Revenant, that's one of the great 4Ks. It really pops. Other ones are just like, whatever. My Blu-ray's fine.
Yeah. So for the new ones, I don't know about T2, but the new ones, the real criticism is that Cameron he was lazy with it. He used AI to enhance the films.
Now, as a casual viewer, I watched Titanic the night I got it on 4K. I thought it was wonderful. So no complaints.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. Now I wonder, because specifically that Titanic 4K, there was apparently an issue with the disc, and like a little tiny scene I think was missing.
Really?
From the disc, and then Paramount issued a replacement disc.
See, that tells you I must not even noticed it, because I didn't get a replacement disc and I never wrote any email or anything. I don't even know what you're talking about. It was probably really quick. Yeah.
It's really quick. It's towards the end. Where's the I have.
But when you're paying $25 for a 4K that's from a 30-year-old movie, there shouldn't be any scenes missing. It should work.
Right. Yeah. So this is the replacement disc that they sent.
Wonder if I can still get that. Probably not.
But yeah, look, I haven't even opened the fucking thing.
Yeah. I'm curious now what the problem is, because I watched it was fine.
I'm telling you, there's like something missing towards the end. It's just like a little tiny quick thing, or maybe it's like a piece of audio that's missing or something. It was
enough uproar for them to throw out replacement discs. So
yeah, because I've never done that. I've never asked for a replacement disc or anything, but I was in that forum where someone
Yeah,
said, "Hey, I think there's an issue with this," and then it
yeah,
really gained some traction, and I was like, "Well, shit! Like Titanic
yeah.
is one of like my favorite movies of all time. I don't want
Right.
to."
Yeah, if they're offering you a replacement for sure. I've
Yeah,
done that with a couple new releases have come out and they're just kind of a disaster. Some of those like boutique, and the collections, like the Friday the 13th collection was a mess. And yeah, I've had replacement programs.
it was pretty fast too. When
Yeah.
I sent it in, and it came out pretty
I'm
quick.
just
So
wondering if you would have watched that 4K without knowing anything about that. Would you have said, oh dude, they're missing a snippet of audio here?
yeah, that would have been really cool
Yeah.
because clearly there was someone that was that enamored with the film
Yeah,
who
for
went,
sure.
"Hold on, hold up."
Yeah, and enough for them to send out discs to everyone. So who knows?
So, but last thing I want to ask you about, because this was actually, do you do a lot of crowdfunding, like supporting crowdfunding?
I have for certain things.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's
What do you have?
there was a documentary that came out recently. It was called Aliens Expanded.
Okay.
I don't know if you've heard about it.
No.
It's the official release is 4.5 hours, but then there's been an extended release, but it's a 4.5 hour documentary dedicated to the making of Aliens.
No, that's gotta be as comprehensive as you can get for a
Right.
documentary. There shouldn't be anything missing. So did you crowdfund that? Did you participate?
Oh yeah, like that was like one of the only things I've ever crowdfunded.
Okay.
Like
That's
the
cool though.
moment I found out about it, I backed it.
Yeah.
I
So,
was
like,
like,
what's the status of it?
"Oh, it's out.
Oh, it's out. You've watched
It's
it.
out." I've watched it. It's really good. It's
Cool.
somewhere here. That's one of my things. I need to alphabetize this whole thing. This whole thing is completely out of order. But
That's it's nice though. It's like cool when you contribute to a campaign like that and then it comes to fruition and you actually see the product, because I've had a couple that I've put money towards in the past that don't ever come together.
right. Yeah, it was good. It was good. They got literally everybody, and they even got Cameron. They got an interview with Cameron. So,
Is there anything else you wanted to know about Alien after watching that, or did it cover everything for you?
we'll see. Aliens has never been like that's literally at the bottom, near the bottom of my Cameron list.
Yeah, yeah,
For some reason, Aliens has never resonated very
yeah,
much with me.
sure.
So, but just the fact that they had this much passion for it,
Yeah,
they got Cameron, Galen Hurd, they got
right.
all these people to do new interviews. I was like,
It's
hell
definitely
yeah.
like a love letter to the source. There's no way
Yeah.
that's not good. That's got to be enjoyable.
Yeah. So now they're talking about doing like maybe like right now they're working on The Thing Expanded.
Okay.
So now
Shit.
they're doing a 4.5 hour The Thing documentary. They
It's
just did
awesome.
they just secured their John Carpenter interview,
Okay, cool.
which is good
Well,
because I mean, damn, you talk about looking like he's knocking on heaven's door.
and he smokes like a chimney, man. I don't know about him. I'm concerned about John for sure.
But because you went to H40 or 45?
I did. I was at both,
Oh,
and
you were at both.
45. Yeah, 45. John showed up the day after I left. He was there for one night, so he
Fuck.
was like a guest
Did you
speaker.
like go, God damn it.
I was like, I still waited in line for these people that were in like Halloween 6 for 2 minutes. It would have been nice to see, John Carpenter, but oh well.
Now, did he sign anything or did he just do that con and just
I
leave?
think he was just there like as a speaker. Yeah, it was like thrown together last minute. Real quick, what do you feel about Carpenter?
What the
Like in
fuck?
general?
In general,
Yeah.
because I have one of my good friends in life is sort of I'm Cameron, you're Linklater, he's Carpenter.
Okay.
He would do Carpenter 101.
Okay.
And anytime I talk with him, I'm always like, I can't like he would never be my favorite just
Yeah,
because of how fucking grumpy the guy is. Like
I get it. I get it.
he just seems like he's such a I
Yeah,
don't
he does
know.
come off as like a curmudgeonly old man, that's
Yeah,
just
like a
like sort of
sourpuss.
yeah,
It's like,
I
dude,
I get that.
like
You like The Fog?
no, my favorite Carpenter is Christine.
Of course. That's yeah, your favorite Carpenter's not Halloween. That'd be the common answer. It's Christine. That's a good movie.
Yeah.
That is a
Yeah.
good movie.
Well, when I watched that, I was like, ooh, goddamn, like that score, like those, like what are they called? Stingers? Those
Yeah.
stingers that he does in that movie. Great
Yeah.
stuff.
I like Carpenter. I mean, the quality's not always there, but it can be hit or miss. But classic name for sure.
Now I would love to I would love to see a Carpenter thing of this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe I
Like
need to put in an order.
like the person that made this even got, I don't know if you've ever noticed, but Cameron has like a hook nose.
I was gonna say, I mean, just from looking at it through the screen, I mean, I could tell who it is. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah,
Sure.
they even got the hook nose.
Yeah, that's cool.
But yeah, no, Carpenter, and then the dude has never like he's never looked, pardon my French, everybody, he's never looked fuckable. Like ever. Like even when I watch when he's making Halloween. Who the hell is having sex with that guy? Like,
He's just kind of like a ratty guy smoking cigarettes, and
oh,
I don't know.
and he's like shitting on Spielberg. He's like, have you seen that interview where he's like shitting on Spielberg?
I have seen that. I've always thought I was a big Carpenter fan, but you do raise some good points about him. He's kind of a dick.
Yeah. Like I don't know. It's just and then I did watch the panel for H45 and it's just, I mean, I get that you're probably tired of talking about the same thing. Well, I don't know, maybe make something new.
Yeah, or make something new, or don't show up to the events if you don't want to talk about it.
Yeah. And now they got that Halloween game coming out.
I saw that. Yeah, just milking it. Anything they can do to make some money off it.
Milking it. Got the Nick Castle doing mocap for it.
That's ridiculous. I did see that. My God.
Sort of like, well, okay.
I don't know, man.
Like I follow some YouTuber, Dave McRae. I don't know if you know who that is.
I don't know. Maybe.
He's like a big Halloween fan. So anything Halloween drops, he talks about it.
Okay, cool.
And he was like, would we actually know, had we not known Nick Castle is doing the mocap, would we actually have known it was Nick Castle in the game?
I was just going to say, who the hell cares if he's doing mocap or not? He was
like
20 when they made Halloween. He's 70 now.
Yeah. He was like, it doesn't make a damn ounce of difference. All it is sort of like a little tip of the hat to the fans.
And get some suckers to go, oh, there's Nick Castle's in it. I'm buying it.
Yeah. So, but yeah, no, it's in. But look, I could go on for 2 hours, 3 hours. We could keep doing this, but unfortunately, this is James Cameron 101, and we don't want to lose too many people along the way. So, yeah, thanks for coming on, man.
I had a great time just coming on shooting the shit with you, man. I hope we didn't get too off topic. I know you kind of structure things, but I thought it was good. Good discussion.
I always get a little, like, if I have somebody from, one of the films, I'm always like a little nervous, but this was sort of like, hey, I don't know how many of these things we've done.
Yeah.
So
get on shoot shit, man. Always fun.
Where can the fine folks find you if they are interested in what you have said tonight and they want to be like, all right, let's see what he has to say about.
If you want to see more of my great hot takes, Slacker Media on YouTube, not so much active in the past year, but we're still kind of kicking every so often. Also on Instagram, just Seth Yarrington, my full name. Love to hear from you guys.
And when can we, because the last episode is in May of Cinema Scumbags. When are we getting another episode of Cinema Scumbags?
That's good. Maybe we'll get a Christmas episode at this point. We'll see.
Damn.
It's, I don't know. After 10 years of doing a podcast, it's kind of hard to continue to come up with topics,
One of my favorite things that you have consistently done is you do episodes of movies that turn like 10 or.
Yeah, that's always fun. Yeah.
That's really cool.
Appreciate that. Maybe that'll be the comeback.
Yeah, I think that's neat when you highlight like a year of film because it kind of gives you a big spectrum to talk about.
That reminds you how old you are.
Crazy. All right, well, look, thanks for coming on here. I'm going to do an official sign off and then stick around. We'll say goodbye outside of this. But everybody, thanks for watching. Hopefully this was, like Seth said, not too far. Going Richard Linklater and Howard Stern and all this stuff. Hopefully you enjoyed the casualness of this. And like I always say, go watch a Cameron film.